All right, it's 5:30. We're ready to conduct business. Madam Secretary, would you be so kind as to call the roll?
All right. Janice Brothers here. Whitley.
Here.
Kenan Threet. Here. Wayne Hart and Greg Vick are absent.
All right, now, the approval, and my error for the last meeting, I think I was, in all fairness, I think I was left unsupervised. I forgot to get the approval of the November 19th, 2026 minutes as well, of the November 20th minutes, 2025 minutes, and the November 19th, which was our last meeting, 2026. Shall I have a motion to approve both of those minutes, please? Motion by Threet. Second by Commissioner Brothers. Yeah, you got to come in here with us. All in favor? Have a motion to approve the agenda? So moved by Threet, second by Mr. Brothers. All in favor? Public comment period, and I think you signed, whenever we get to what you want to talk to, we'll let you talk then. We try to be pretty liberal with that, unless we have somebody that we don't like. Okay. All right. New business, Harold Collinsworth. Mr. Collinsworth here. Okay. 1025 Bottle Hollow Road, tax map 117, parcel 001, 222.75 acres A1, request a special exception to use the existing 2,893 square foot home as an Airbnb. Staff.
Thank you, sir. So Mr. Collinsworth has come in and he understands all the authorization and use standards that apply pertaining to the number of occupants based on bedroom and septic. He has a few things once approved that he'll have to bring in his fire exit plan, and then we'll make a visit to check his smoke detectors and that he's got the adequate space. But other than that, he's met everything that he needs to do an Airbnb.
You have those items. I'm sorry, I wasn't pushing the button. All right.
This is all new to us.
Okay. Do we have any comments from neighbors? Any neighbors here? Okay. And if he were, I think he is. There's not a neighbor in sight of him, so.
Not with 200 acres.
Not with, no, Bottle Hollow. Is this the one, is this the old wedding venue back in Bottle Hall?
I don't think it is.
Okay, it's different. Okay, different. All right. What's board's pleasure? Okay, a motion to approve with items left to be completed is enumerated in our minutes. A, D, and F will have to be done with that condition. Do I have a second?
Second.
A second by Commissioner Brothers. All in favor? Pass unanimously. Item B, Russell and Dolores Hubble in ComSite on behalf of the Towers LLC, special exception request for communications tower on Halls Mill Road, tax map parcel 028, tax map 028, parcel 041.01, 44.22 acres, zoned A1. Staff.
Is this the one that people wanted to speak on? You want to go ahead?
Let's let staff make the things if that you want to, and then it may help you tailor some of your questions and comments. So if that's all right with you? Okay, thank you.
As you probably already know, the cell phone towers are quite a lot goes into that. The Towers LLC has provided us with all the plats of the location they've met. We have a distance rule that there can't be another cell phone tower within an X amount of distance that could be used instead. So he's provided every bit of information that proves that that cell phone tower is needed in that location. And so the staff has given it a favorable, and he's ready to go.
One thing you didn't do, there's some place in here that says there will be a drawing of the area, and it's not in here that I know of.
You wanted to speak? Okay. Yeah, if you go to the mic. Hey, it took months to get us to push the button. If you would, please identify yourself. and-
Yes,
and
my
your location,
name
please.
is Karen Fisher, and I live in the community that is going to be right beside where this proposed cell tower is going to be. And we're just concerned, like, how close is it going to be to our homes? It's also close to schools, so we're just a little concerned. Is it gonna affect the price of our house if we decide to sell it? I do. Yes.
What road are y'all, what road is that?
Hayfield Lane.
Say again?
Hayfield.
Hayfield Lane, okay. And I just want to do that for the record, so that way we get your location and your proximity to this.
So my house is right.
Is Blake, is that located on a hill there? Am I reading that other map correctly? Okay. Is that a,
Yes, Clark, let's ask Clark, because he's an expert on, if you have questions.
You want me to sit back down? Oh.
We're gonna let Clark kind of speak on it.
I'm Clark Davidson
pretty
with
flexible.
ComSite representing the Towers LLC. Davidson, Davidson.
So is it located on the hill? I think was his last question.
I do believe it is. But it was situated in an area to minimize the removal of any trees so we can keep a natural landscape buffer. But looking at that aerial, you can see how there is an open area where we're trying to position it. And it will sit 476 feet away from the southern property line. 263 from the north. I think the neighborhood's on the southern property line. So it's a 255-foot tower, and it'll sit over 476 feet away from the property line. Well, from the southern property line, it's almost 1,000 feet from the back property line. So we tried to site it and position it in an area to maintain a natural landscape buffer, keeping it tower height away from the property line to the north. So to get it as close to that property line, to keep it as far away from the south property line.
what's your lighting on this? What's your lighting requirement?
There is an FAA lighting requirement. It will typically be a white strobe during the day and then a glowing red light at night. That would,
No
glow off and
strobes
on.
at night?
but not a high-speed blinking light.
Okay, just but a red marker light
Yes.
at night, and
Yes.
then a white strobe at day.
Yes.
Have you got some questions that he could address it? And
Well,
it-
I mean, the thing about Unionville is we're growing. And so this tower is going right there where possible land could be bought and sold and, turn into other subdivisions and stuff like that. I'm just concerned as well. I mean, my daughter, she loves to go out with a telescope at night. Could affect, what she's looking at in the night sky. So, I mean, we're just a little concerned as well about our home values. Because we don't want our home values to go down if this is put up.
Yeah, and that was my question, because I've seen them where they leave strobes on at night and they're distracting. But this is just
No,
gonna
it
be
shouldn't be lit like
a
that.
red light at night. no noise, basically, there's no noise
No,
from this
no,
because.
no real noise there whatsoever. It's an unmanned facility.
Is this a cell phone itself, cell phone?
Yes.
And so I have had people tell me that they're, I guess, further back in Unionville, Deason, they don't have good signal. And so I think this tower is actually to address people that don't have good signal in that area.
And I do think, I know this will probably be opposite to my logic will be different than your logic, but in the community that's growing, there's more, it just creates more need for this type of service. When you have more people coming into the area, well, one, the service isn't very good there as it is. But then as you have more people coming into an area, what service is there just gets absorbed, and then that creates a greater need. So you'll need more and more facilities like this. And what we are seeing is more and more people are cutting the cord with landline services and just strictly going to a wireless, just having a cell phone, and it really becomes a safety EMS type issue as well.
But now, the closest you are to, and I think it was here, 270 or 470 feet?
476
And
feet
I
from the
think that's
southern
470
property
from
line,
you, and it's a 220 foot,
255 foot.
255. And you're none of, they, even though they're but there's no in the fall distance, you won't fall off outside that property.
No, in fact, the fall zone letter we provided, it would fall within at a maximum within 50% of that height, so it's a 130 foot falls radius.
Okay, so that's fine. Now I think is any other questions or comments, y'all? Do you have any other questions to the?
Are we concerned about the home value?
Yeah.
Will that affect our home value?
Again, that's, my concern is whether you have something that's blinding at night, and I think he's answered that question. He's got a red light, and I don't think it'd be any more blinding than all these aircraft that fly over me from MTSU's air thing, but that's another.
Because I'm the same way. I love looking at the stars at night, and I live just right over the city limits. And there's so many lights now in Shelbyville that it's made it hard. And then airplanes, I mean, you can't see a star for the airplanes in front of them. So.
Any further comments? Anybody else? What's the pleasure of the board?
That's one thing that we do, that Chris put in place, is to prevent over usage of those towers. And when I go see my daughter in Pooler, outside her door, there are 2 cell phone towers that have to be within a quarter mile of each other.
And this tower will be constructed and designed to accommodate multiple users as well. And we do feel like we have met all the criteria within the ordinance.
While I do have sympathy for you, and I do, really and truly do, but we got to have them.
No, I completely agree, and we are growing, but it's just like, I don't want to know that. Why are we the chosen ones? We've been there for 17 years, and now, it's just one more thing and one more thing. And so, I don't want our sky to change. I want us to stay the way that we are, which is little do little,
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And if not approving this would keep more people from coming in, I'd be all with you, but I don't think it's gonna stop them. Yeah, it's a dilemma we face with growth.
I mean, if you was gonna give us money, I'd say absolutely, I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna have to make the motion it be approved because it meets all our standards. And if they ever start doing something that's not accepted, come see us. We'll make sure that they do it. But we have no other choice.
Especially with your lighting, yeah,
Yes.
if that becomes an option.
I move to.
I have a motion by Three.
Second.
I have a second by Commissioner Brothers. Any further discussion? Y'all ready to vote? All in favor? Aye. Pass unanimously.
We've already approved you, Mr. Collinsworth. You just took a trip around town.
But as a penalty for being late, you have to stay for the rest of the meeting, no. No, you don't. Yeah. All right, all right. James and Paula Simmons.
And we'll all lift her phone today.
Yeah. Yeah, we've got you approved with, I think just the restrictions, other than that, so then you see them, they'll get it like straightened out.
We'll need to get together and come out and do a site visit and have that discussion. So we'll work through it. You have a copy of it? You want to leave it with me?
All right, let me go ahead and read in. James and Paula Simmons, 304 CK Choxville Road, tax map 093, parcel 006.05. Property contains approximately 1.59 acres and is zoned A1. Owner requests a special exception to permit a guest or pool house. And you have a photograph, an aerial photograph that kind of shows what how the lot is constrained.
Is this it?
Yes. You may, let me get you up to speed. Here's CK Troxler, and here's a common driveway that goes up, and the house faces a common drive.
Okay.
His septic systems, it drops off sharply over here. The septic system is here. He has an existing garage here. This site here, even though it faces CK Troxler, is the only site left. So in approving, we'll also have to have a special exception or a variance. A variance to let it build.
The accessory structure is in front of the home.
Yeah, but you see how this is and look, is that a paved drive or concrete drive?
Gravel.
Huh? Gravel, okay, it's a gravel, but that's a common leading to other houses, but that's the way the house faces, even though it's not a public road, it's an access road. That and the constraints of the lot, not only would be approved, but it also requires a variance to have it sitting in I guess it would be beside the house technically the front yard towards CK Troxler Drive.
Correct.
Any comments from the public?
We received no calls.
Okay.
I make a motion that we accept it.
I have a motion by Commissioner Brothers to approve with those restrictions on it.
Second.
Street second. All in favor? Pass unanimously. A vote to accept the training for fiscal year 25-26 listed below. I have a motion to accept those trainings for staff and members. Was that, I've already done, was that the,
For the planning commission, I know
Can we
it.
go ahead and add those on?
okay, what,
Because I don't think Chris knew when.
so we got so everyone,
My two cats got it with me.
so that would be all members of the BZA for 4 hours and the staff for 13 hours.
That's correct.
Is that correct? Okay. So I entertain a motion.
Move approved.
Have a motion by Three.
Second.
Second by Brothers. All in favor? Pass unanimously. I entertain a motion to adjourn.
I've done them except one. I'll move that into.
Well, hey, there'll be a little something extra in your patient slip. Motion by Three, second by Brothers. Pass unanimously.